Good evening, my static choir. I apologize for not using my regular style of thumbnail, but we have a very serious situation going on. Before you even do anything with the video, I need you desperately to comment or like the video or share the video near immediately because this is very dangerous and I need this person to be out of everyone's hairs. Not the person I'm about to show you. This person is in danger. This is SlyBoy. SlyBoy made a very long expose about somebody named Katie Cruz. I'm going to show you a few things about Katie Cruz to give you a better idea about who Katie Cruz is. Katie Cruz is a map. Now, you don't know what a map is. A map is dangerous. It means minor attracted person. They're very active in the community of the LGBTQ and they're giving a bad name to a lot of trans people. And that's not good for me because, well, basically, I'm very in tune with the trans community. I would prefer them not to be vilified any more than they already have. It is not good for them to get any bad press. And this person is a cavalcade of bad press. Now, you're probably wondering, what website am I on? Well, this is the vendor website for the map site. I stand with children. I stand with children, with a Gaza thing, bunch of stuff here. This is the asexual flag. And you may be confused why I'm showing this merch site. Well, that's because this merch site is on a map merch site, and Katie Cruz is a verified vendor. Katie Cruz is the exact person that this person is calling out in this 40-minute video, which I have linked in the top comment. Now, you know it's really serious because I'm not using any sponsorships in his videos because I'm very angry. So, now then, I'm going to show you a few other things to get things more across my point. I'm going to read this blog, bar for bar, word for word. My name is Katie Cruz. I am a girl on a journey navigating this sometimes frightful, messed up world. I guess you could say I'm a cartographer. Oh, as a matter of fact, I'm a map. What's a map, you ask? Well, I'm a lot like everyone else. I enjoy music and road trips, good food, hanging with friends, a good TV series and movies. And like everyone else, I just want to love and be loved. So, this doesn't really explain what a map is right here despite the fact you posed the question. It sympathized with you. This is the thing to garner empathy immediately. This is a trap to garner empathy from you. So what is it about me that makes me a map? Here we go. Well, I intend to find myself attracted to people much younger than me. Interesting. Now, this is the part where you need to raise some flags. And this is the part that I thought. Now, I always do a lot of research before making any video about any topic. I try my best to do as much research as humanly possible about any available sources that are out there. This is a public website with a bunch of blogs about a whole bunch of other stuff and a bunch of map support. Now, I hate this. I hate this so much. The reason I'll explain why I hate this later, but let's get back into this. So, why is this important? Well, I'm going to show you some fun stuff here. This is the whole thing. They're using Christianity as a way to garner a lot of sympathy from a lot of people. Why Christianity? Well, that's the biggest support group. So here goes his take on this. Here's him saying this.
You know what I'm saying? All right, let's move on. It means you are human and you messed up. Everyone sins. It's human nature. It's how we feel about it afterwards that makes us evil or not. It's how you feel about it afterwards that makes you evil or not.
So he's basically describing, I don't want to use too many clips, by the way. He's basically explaining, he's reading through more of the blogs, which there are a lot of them. There are so many blogs about how they are just attracted to minor people. It is a whole thing. It is a very long thing. You can go to the website because guess what? I linked it in the top comment. If you're curious, the Map Camp Controversy. So this is the whole thing. So September 21, 2024. This is the whole thing where many months ago we were working on a project called Map Camp, an event where maps can come together and enjoy fellowship with other maps. This is a whole thing. This whole thing was about a bunch of maps joining together to get together. Now, this is specifically about Katie Cruz because Katie Cruz is very open. A blog by Katie Cruz. Very important that I use the name Katie Cruz. So, I'm going to read this whole thing. Due to disagreements over event security and ideology, the organizer of the event left and took the project with them. I am honestly relieved when they did the way things were shaping up. I didn't want to be a part of MapCap and I didn't want Metal to be a part of it if it had progressed everything is going. I was going to publicly blow the whistle on the project at the expense of destroying any of Metal's credibility within the map community. Unfortunately, even though the map camp was no longer a Metal project, our site will still be linked to the map camp page, and thus we were associated with the project by proxy. This past week, Antis got wind of the event, and it became a shitstorm all over the internet. Since then, the other directors and I have been working to clean up the organized mess and do damage control for metals within and outside the map community. Maybe it's my ego, maybe it's because maybe it's because my beat gets on my nerves. I thought when they left metal, I would finally do this. My beat is inspiring. He wisely dropped the Satanist advocacy and there's a lot of degeneracy going on here. This is crazy. This is the kind of stuff that a lot of Republicans often say, "Oh, this is what every LGBTQ is person." This is like the worst example of somebody that is part of the LGBTQ. The genuinely worst example, and it is really bad. So, let's go on more about these things. Now, this is the intent to harm here. This is very important. Very, very important. The intent to harm someone that is of a younger age. So we got this going on here.
That later. At this point, I would like to establish as a fact Katie Cruz's intent to harm. These last few days, I've been daydreaming about having a 9-year-old girlfriend. She'd come over and hang out, playing video games and watching Netflix with me. I'd make us a good meal of comfort food. We'd laugh and joke and have a good time like romantic besties. While watching movies or shows, she'd lie across me and look up with those innocent please love me eyes.
Okay. All right. Okay. I just want to establish this real fast. Just want to establish this. This is on the website. I checked. This is on the website. So that's scary. And then it goes into details about the whole thing. I don't want to gross you out too much, but that is the entire thing there. And there's another one. There's more intent to harm here. If you read this, I linked the video. I promise you I linked the video. This is the whole thing. Whole thing here. Now, this is where I got I always looked it up to see if it was real. I just wanted to see if it was real because I never trust anything I see online anymore. I just wanted to see if this was real. And it is. Katie Cruz has a thing on the map site specifically supporting maps and things of that variety. Now, if you don't know what this is an AI video. We're going to watch this. Observe. It's an AI child, by the way. I just want to point, it's an AI child. The AI child is a diabolical pull, very diabolical pull.
Bitch in the comments, please.
Hey there, it's Maddie, your map-loving friend, and Pride Month is just around the corner. Are you ready to show your colors and celebrate love, acceptance, and equality? Well, I've got the perfect place for you, Map Merch Shop, the ultimate online store for map and map-adjacent communities. At Map Merch Shop, we've got everything you need to shine bright during Pride Month and beyond. We've got awesome shirts, beautiful flags, colorful mugs, and so much more, all created by incredible artists like the Maddest Hatter, Anemin, Acrylic Fairy, and Katie Cruz. But here's the best part, when you purchase select items, a portion of the proceeds goes straight to amazing map charities. It's shopping with a purpose, and it feels absolutely fantastic. From stylish flags to awesome mugs, keychains to stickers, we've got everything you need to show off your true colors. And by supporting our artists, you're helping spread love, acceptance, and equality. Get ready for Pride Month in style and make a positive impact at the same time. Visit our website at mapmerch.shop and let the shopping adventure begin. Remember, love is love, and everyone deserves to be celebrated. Let's make this Pride Month the most colorful and inclusive one yet.
New segment.
So, that is just a whole website supporting maps. Very disgusting and dangerous. And then there's this smoking gun part where he connects, or at least allegedly attempts to connect, someone named Callie Miller with Katie Cruz, showing the Shelby Lighthouse Project, which is showing their flags and their graphics and how a lot of them correlate with the flags and graphics used on Katie Cruz's website. And this was run by, I believe, Callie Miller. It's a whole thing there. But why am I bringing all this up? Why am I doing all this? What's the point of this? Well, I found this lawsuit here from Callie Miller that is against people for a statutory action. It's a fraud thing. It's a cause of action. It's a fraud defamation. It's the whole defamation thing. And they are doing this. This was filed 4 days ago. 4 days ago by Callie Miller. Interesting. Very interesting. Don't know what was going on there. Now, I do want to say that I'm not scared of nothing, by the way. I want to point this out. Callie Miller, Katie Cruz, whoever you are, I dare you. I double dog dare you. If this video gets taken down, I dare you. Now I want to point out, I'm going to flex a little bit here, just as a word of, not even a word of warning, just to show you who I am. This will make things a lot easier for you if you, in any capacity, decide to, for some reason, try to take down my video at all. I'm so excited because I almost dare you. I have 130,000 followers on Facebook. That's there. Now, outside of that, on Instagram, I also have 304,000. Now, as you can see on my YouTube there, that is 200,000. We don't need to go through that. But if we also go on my TikTok right about here, we can see my illustrious 500,000 followers. Now, if you would like to have the combined weights of near 1 million people, just on my side, not against you. No, not against you, just on my side. I'm more than willing to go to war about anything. I'm always happy to do. I'm always happy. I have time, so much time to do this. So I dare just try to take down this video. I double dog dare you. Go ahead, do your best. I want you to almost. I really do. I genuinely want you to. Now then, why am I bringing this up? Well, because this man has been threatened by Katie Cruz, saying that Katie Cruz would actively take him in some capacities out. It's terrifying. The person his thumbnail is playing to, you guessed it, take his life. It's the whole thing. Got 842,000 views. I was notified of this by my brother because he said, "Hey, don't you hang out with trans people. I think this person is looking as a bad look for you guys." And I was a little bit confused, didn't know what was going on. Very short video, 4 minutes. Dude didn't even care to monetize this, which is impressive. Very impressive. I like that. So here's what I'm going to do. Here's what I'm going to do. We need to support SlyBoy here at this community. Just want to point that out right there. That's the first thing we're going to do. Second thing we're going to do is if anybody would like to help me figure out more about Katie Cruz, because I'm going to make 4 more videos. That's right. I'm making 4 more videos talking about maps, Katie Cruz, whole thing. And I, with every fiber of my being, dare you. I just dare you. I am so happy. Now, let me explain why I hate maps. Maps are dangerous because they are Indora's backpack. But beside them being Indora's backpack, they have rebranded predation as a philosophy. They have taken the language of advocacy and duct tape it over the instincts of exploitation and call it healing, while everyone else knows that this is, without a shadow of a doubt, just grooming. And by the way, YouTube, do not demonetize this video. I'm watching you. This is me educating people about publicly available information that is out there. This is disgusting. They're not doing the trench coat in the alley anymore. They're wearing pastel flags and they got PR slogans about inclusivity, and it's dangerous. This is genuinely dangerous. They are trying to normalize attraction. Attraction. Now, this is important, and this may be a little bit controversial. This is very important. I think that if you have a genuine urge inside of your body that makes you more below stairs aroused by people that are of a younger age, I think you genuinely need help. I think you need to go talk to somebody about that. I genuinely think you do. There's something wrong with your brain chemistry and you need to get that fixed. Genuinely speaking. Because what happens when they get older? Just go for another person that's significantly younger? But it's so much there and it's disgusting. And I do want you to seek help. I do. But the fact that you try to weaponize this and make it seem like you are okay, that's not good. You cannot blanket this with the trans community in any capacity. That's disgusting. Genuinely disgusting. Map rhetoric is dangerous because it is engineered for emotional disarmament. Speaking in soft voices about not offending while privately fantasizing about younger people the way wolves fantasize about a broken fence. That's disgusting. You can't trap it in therapy words and community building because if they use the plain truth, no one would listen long enough to let them pass the gate. You just speak the plain truth. You try to say these things, use these funny words, say these things. Minor attractive person. You know what you are. You know what you are. Just say it. Say the word. Vampire. Just say what you want. You can just say it. The entire point of childhood is safety, learning, and becoming. And predators worship the unfinished version of a human being because unfinished people are easier to sculpt, easier to bend, easier to break. And people who lust for vulnerability are not harmless. They are opportunistic gardeners waiting for the bloom to open so they can own what does not belong to them. That is disgusting. Map ideology depends on society forgetting that innocence is not ignorance, it is untraumatized time. It is the state of still believing the world is not built like a weapon. And when you hunger for the fragile version of humanity, you declare yourself its enemy. You fall in love with the chrysalis because you don't respect the butterfly. That is disgusting. And I hate that they call themselves marginalized to blend in with genuine victims. I am somebody that has been through horrifying traumas, and this disgusts me on a visceral level. Weaponizing empathy by standing next to people who deserve compassion so they can steal the halo by proximity, hoping the world would confuse stigmatized with misunderstood, as though the stigma comes from superstition and not centuries of shattered childhoods and scar tissue that learned to speak years too early. That's disgusting. Map discourse is a slow erosion strategy. First, you make the term sound harmless. Map. It's a guide to the body. Then you make conversation sound academic. Then you make moral lines sound complex. Then you float the idea that maybe the children, they have the ability to make choices for themselves. And all this is simply leading a staircase downward spiral with carpeting soft enough to people don't even notice. They are already in the basement. The danger is not just the person, right? The alien versus person. You know what I mean? Is the normalization, the slow trickle, the PR makeover, the creeping illusion of nuance around something that requires no nuance at all. And this is so rare for me. This specifically requires zero nuance. I am the nuance guy. People hear me speak and they say, "Holy crap, this disgusting, weak, enlightened centrist." This is one of the very few things where I don't want to see both sides because it does not exist. Agency is not a riddle. Consent is not a puzzle. Children are not participants in adulthood. They are protected from it. We should never apologize for a firm boundary between adult desire and childhood safety. It is not hateful to protect the child. It is hateful to believe the child exists for you. And every time someone asks for sympathy before accountability, they announce that they are not looking for healing, they are looking for permission. Map ideology corrodes the definition of harm by trying to move the goalposts. Well, attraction isn't abuse, they say, hoping we forget that attraction does not exist in a vacuum. It is a gravitational pull towards action. And when your compass point towards, I don't know, someone much younger than you, as you say, the mere trajectory is the danger. A person who has learned public relations is more dangerous than one who hides because presentation can become camouflage and people love charisma. The moment society treats predation like an identity, the door cracks open not for safety but for grooming, not for understanding but for infiltration. And all of it is wrapped in empathy that is being weaponized against the very people it pretends it protects. Children do not need tolerance for the people who want them. They need walls, teeth, sunlight, locked doors, and adults who refuse to collapse the language of protection into the rhetoric of validation. Because childhood is not a diplomatic zone, it is sacred terrain. And anyone attempting to normalize the hunger for it is not misunderstood. They're a warning sign with a pulse. This is bad, and I hate this. I really do. So, Katie Cruz, I'm sure you're going to find this video. I'm sure you might even watch to the end. Try. No, genuinely try. I dare you. I'll do you a solid. I'll make it easier for you. Make it easier for you. I stay in Detroit, Michigan. Now, if you don't know about Detroit, the population is 77% Black people, my people. So, you have all the power. As a matter of fact, if you ever personally message me, I'll give you my longitude and my latitude. You're more than welcome to do anything you wish to attempt to send me anything or something of that variety. Tell you what, my whole name, Ceros Dere Grans, CEROSDELAGLRANDZ. It's my first name. Second name, after that, LAMBIENT. Then BAALZABUB, Kaiser Whaley, KAISER space Whaley, WHALEY. Why did I give you my full name? Because I want to see you try to send me something. Very curious, if you will. Very curious. Very curious. Because I'm not going to back down. And I would love for you to have all my publicly available information. Very long name, isn't it? Don't worry. I put subtitles in, spelled it out for you. Very easy. I'll put it in the top comment too. I would love for nothing more than you to try to stop me from making a video. I would crave it. It would bring me no greater joy on this planet than to see you try and watch me mobilize my 1 million plus subscribers, people, followers, against what I feel is to be a threat on society. So I dare you. You have my full attention now. I'll be making 4 more videos about this. Please share the video. Please show this to people. Please follow SlyBoy, or at least talk to SlyBoy and know that he is supported by an innumerable amount of people. Thank you so much. Have a lovely day or night wherever you're at. There's no sponsors in this video or anything of that variety. Hopefully you stay till the end. Bye.
So I'm your nigga night, be my loyalties low. Ooh, happy to try what you need. Your world, I love to live in it. Ooh, love the ride when you're free.